Alright. Let's play more poker. Yeah. Howdy, welcome and welcome, Random Shill, Hamsterman. It's great to have you back. Those are good conditions for another fun stream, with you two being in the house as well. Okay, let's fire up 3 tables. Of course you should start and win another tournament, because also this fits the theme of the night. It is what I'm gonna do. Just a second. Right, playing the Fantastic Four on microgaming. We would like to pay with points. Thank you very much. And why no music? Why no music? Wait, why is it stopped? There you go. New and improved music today. The same tournament is up again. We're all up for a repeat performance, that's for certain. If I can position the table like this so it doesn't... It's showing in the other tables, it should be good enough still, right? If you can see the bet buttons. Yeah, should be fine. Neat. Then let's play. Back-to-back domination. Will he defend the crown? More people, yeah, you know, word travels fast. Probably the countless viewers of this channel that spread the word. Right. Do let me know. I asked you earlier, but it never hurts to get more feedback. I changed streaming software and music provider as well. Let me know regarding the levels. Like, is the mic loud enough or too loud? Is the music? What about the music? All that jazz. Can you see the HUD now as well? Yeah, you can actually. They must have been recruiting. We noticed, and that was well done by you. No, you didn't. Really? You won 8 buy-ins in class? Wow. Some people got schooled, huh? Oh man, I'm too stupid for my own good. Holding here. Seems okay. Okay, just take care of some stuff on the side for a moment while the stream is warming up. Only 2 tables. Make that 3 tables now. Ooh. Oh, the board we're gonna go broke on. Wait, why doesn't that work? Oh, okay, now it does. Fair enough. Cool. Wait, it doesn't work when I'm at this table? Oh man, I need to start the streaming software as an admin, I guess. That's gonna be... Need to keep an eye on that. I can't switch from another to another table once as long as I have the microgaming table active. I need to keep an eye on that. I think I can fix it for the next stream. I mean, I'm just gonna fold, right? I had a 4-way $331 pot that I lost on the river. Nah. Alright, perfect. So mic down a little. Let me know if this is better, mic-wise, and thanks for the feedback. Yeah. Although heading to the pizzeria in that outfit would have been fun, though. Right, let me know. The mic might still be a bit loud. Let's see. Oh, I think it's okay. Until I get excited and start yelling. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down just a smidgen more. Yeah, let's see how this is. I think... No, it's too low. Nah. You tell me. Losing two all-ins back to back with aces is not fun at all. It's just a gutter, big backdoor. Two backdoor, two pair. Oh. Oh man. And second one all in pre. That's it versus a guy who chips it with Jack 5-4. No suits. Flop Jack 4-4. Yeah, you gotta love the game, man. If stuff like this keeps happening. Okay, I think I know what the problem with the music is. Let's pick a... Hang on, before I pick a different genre, first I'm gonna pick a different bet size here with ace, king, 10, double suited. Wonderful looking hand. Okay, so that was genre trance. Let's go for the house. Gonna bet on the line. Yeah. It's good to me. Get aces on this table as well. So APS 2 right now. I took it down there with the aces on the other board. With the pair of aces, I mean. Very sweet. The buy-in price pool, it's a 1,000 guaranteed, €5 buy-in, rebuy. And I can use my points, so I don't, which is why I'm playing it in the first place. I have a whole bunch of points left over that I can't do anything with. Okay, I'm still... Yeah, never mind. At this pot size, I'm just gonna rip it in. All in, coming up. Table 3. No house has too much... Let's take drum and bass. That sounds good. Can't have someone singing at me when I'm talking. Oof! Mini Shazam! We did take it down. I think just calling here is fine on the button in the tournament.
I wake up early, I sleep alone. I try to find her from the stranger on my phone. My vision blurry, so I forget. Dying to hold you, but you left me here for dead.
Get raised here. closing the action. I think I can still call this. And now I'm probably... all the 10s. It's gonna be tough. Let's see what they have. What they... I think we started at like 10:30 yesterday, ended at 13:30. Wow. Should put it all at 5:10 or 10:20. Yeah, one time. Double up. Woo! Talk about doubling up. Also, this is not the song or not the genre. Let's see. Just gonna rip it here in a second. Well, if he has a better hand, he has a better hand, and then that's all there is to it. Electro House? Progressive House, huh? No, Progressive House didn't have anything. Let's just go with Techno. Because he's in pretty bad shape, and we double up into tournament. Very nice. Gotta find some better music. Hang on, I'm gonna answer that in a second. Let me check first, the music should be playing again, yeah. Just wanna find better music first. I'll fold this. No, I didn't take it down intentionally. It was there's still some gaps in between the songs. Trance. Let's just stick to trance for now. That was pretty neat. Gonna have to put it on repeat, so some songs might, yeah, repeat at some point, but... Right, this is much better. This is much better, that's my jam. At least for now. See how the song develops. Right, mic-wise, that's better, that's awesome to hear, thank you. First of all, I am gonna erase this for reasons that I can't put quite into word, other than that I like this hand. And I didn't try DeepLeak setup. The problem with this setup is it doesn't work the way he thought it does. It does work, but only like the stream that's gonna get captured on Twitch and saved on Twitch itself is still gonna have the music, but what it will work if I do a recording while I'm streaming, like a local recording, and then I can filter out the music and upload that recording to Twitch or to YouTube. But with the file sizes, it's too much. It'll be too much work to, yeah. So it unfortunately doesn't quite work the way I thought it would. Okay, get raised in two spots. Here I'm going to call, and here on the button I'm still going to call because of position and all that stuff. Flop a gutter, backdoor flush, and that's all right now. Make that a pair. Here flop top pair, and that's it. Make that two pair here, and I think they should be good, actually. A bit too big. I want him to call. Here I have to fold. Right now, I think first place usually when the turn it runs like until certain hours, like 4 or 5 hours usually. It ends up having 60, 70 entries. I think first place gets 300-400, something like that. No, I hadn't mentioned. And I know very well about the not paying attention. You've seen me space out a whole bunch of times, daily, on a daily basis. The music might be a tad low now. Let me check up on that.
The sky was burning. The clouds red with twisted fire.
Flop a top pair on a really dry board. Let's play.
They descended upon everything. Like a furious battle.
I'm gonna check because I have no idea what he's gonna be calling with here right now.
Like a fire.
Let's now just let it go. I think the music might be a bit loud now. Okay, readjusted the music a little, let me know. Oh, and yay, I got my 200th follower earlier today. And how nice is that? Right, and all in all, I think my tournament play leaves a lot to be desired, as in I am way too tight, I feel. Tournaments. Damn it, I didn't take the tea bag out. Now it's gonna be a very mellowing tea, I am afraid. You know, you have to spam the Shazam when I fall asleep. That is okay. That is very okay. Also okay, so a whole bunch of stuff here. Raising here, and definitely raising here. We didn't get re-raised here, but besides the ace, we don't really flop that sweet. I'll bet half pot in anyway. Maybe you can find a fold. Look it down pre on the other table with the aces. Let's see what happens to the tournament. Okay, check is what's gonna happen from my side. Gosh darn it, where's my spoon? Alright, I just stirred my tea. See, I'm not paying attention myself. Checked it down in tournament. The dude had queens. Fair enough. What's the buy-in? The buy-in is €5, and the rebuys are €5 as well. And the rebuy period is long, but it is on the outsides now. It's like 90 minutes or 2 hours. And besides all the I get rake back in the form of points. Now not anymore, since we're not playing other side anymore, or hardly. And for some reason they keep giving you some extra points on top that you can't turn into rakeback, but you can use them for tournament buy-ins. So, and they have like €100 or something worth almost of these. Pretty crazy. Ace of spades might come in handy here. Actually, I'm gonna go for it. I didn't have the heart. Ah, that... what a lovin' son of a gun. 2 pair, huh? To the bet. Yeah, I mean, I wish too that you would get some rake back, man. And thanks a lot for the congratulations. Yeah, right now the stacks are really deep. I have 79 big blinds. And yeah, I think tight is right here. Sounds good to me. Man, I wanna restart the streaming software actually. I wonder if I should, because then I'm fairly certain that I'm not gonna have this problem with the hotkey. Well, I'll leave it for now. See if I can. LOL, don't comments. Math is idiotic, huh? Oh man, I watched that show a whole bunch of times. Yeah, you're right. In general, the stacks are way less deep once the blinds get up. That's usually the case for most tournaments. I very much think it is for this one as well. Was that okay? Yeah, completely off-suit. It's a pity with all the extra money in there. Let's watch. It's usually some crazy shenanigans. Let's not, because I have a hand in a tournament. So let me check right now. There are 27 entries. And right now, first 4 places would get paid. First one would take 450. Which, you know, isn't bad at all. Oof, rough one. I called him Dunk Pelosa. That's kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit. Because everyone fires up and sits down. Getting aces on the cash table. And in the tournament, I'll just check behind. Aces have got a walk. I take it down and in the tournament. And get aces in the tourney. Nice. Let me mark some players. Loose passive. Very loose passive. And don't know yet. Looks to be very loose passive. Okay, so what would be pot here? Let's go for pot actually. Go for broke. You have one cold call on the button, which is the thing that happened. Okay.
Clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. They descended upon everything.
Pair, gutter, backdoor flush. That is not a bad board all in all.
Like a fire vortex.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead out, not lead out, but bet once he checks. This is ever so mystifying, I'm not gonna take that. Cash table he called. Still gonna continue my story here. Having that 6, having the gutter, having the flush draw now as well. Of course, if he raises, I still have to give it up. Yeah. I mean, how much is in the pot? Oh, I take it down on a tourney table. 13, 18, 30, like 33%, right? I mean... no idea if this should have been a call. I mean, now I have to fold for 70 cents. Should have just gone all in, but then I at least would have gotten to see his hand. I think there was a fold. I think it was a bit too loose. Pair, the gutter, the flush draw that wasn't to the nuts. Don't like it. I'm sure Ethan is gonna like it though. Tournament for pot size, I'm gonna fold it on this board. enough here. Get aces on table 1. Once you get to squeeze. Yeah, I'm gonna bet large now. Top and middle. Pair in my hand. Piece 1. Here the ace rolls off, which it's definitely not the worst card. Completes 1 straight, which I'm blocking. Giving me top 2. And I'm not folding here. He's now not doing this with a set, I would assume. So he's saying he has a straight. And if he does, then more power to him. Not today! Not today, my friend. Blockers, he has some moves. Maybe he has 2. They're rarely seen too. There's some money in there. I think I'm gonna have to stack off here with the pair. Having no hearts is a pity. I don't think I can get away from it. He has kings, he doesn't. You have 2 pair. And we get lucky! We got lucky there. I did not quite deserve that on flop. I'll fix that random show, which is why I switched to this music provider. They have and I switched to streaming software. They have an app that is part of only of that version of the streaming software, which is why I switched. Otherwise, it's pretty much the exact same software that I was using before. And they have an app that will take care of all of that, and it will actually have a playlist. You can request songs. And but unfortunately, of course, like my luck off the poker table, I can't complain about my luck in any other capacity. Any other situation. There's a bug. Like sometimes somehow I can't connect to the account that I made and paid and all that jazz. And I'll figure it out. I'll have it figured out. I talked to their support. Actually, there might be an answer. Let me check. Okay, what's going on here? I'm still going to call this. Holding here. That's good. Check Discord, see if they answered. Make 2 pair in the end. I doubt that'll be good. Is it? Oh, fair enough, I'll take it. Right. Now I know what you mean, the challenging regarding the APS. Yeah, I didn't make that connection there for a second. Or a whole minute, rather. Good point. And I was so excited earlier when I read a new tweet by RunItOnce, like, hey, new stakes, and I was like, yeah, if you ever wanted to play no limit 50, no limit 100, now you can. Dudes, what about us? What about the PLO guys? Ah, well, they will get around to it. I'm certain. Yeah, and just as I'm saying this, a new tweet, NL50, NL200 are officially live, and they have for 1 week, they give 70% splashes back. These are not the droids we're looking for at all. If he checks again, I'm definitely gonna bet. Pink, yeah. We got lucky there. And always gotta call down, yeah. Agreed. We get a fold here, which is awesome. Interesting spot since yeah. And even without the hearts at that point, at 100 BB, it's different if you're like really deep. Blockers are like that. Oh man. You get raised here and I... This is suits I'm going to call. Having two of them, I mean. There's like 3 of the same on the board. Unfortunately, the wrong 50% of suits. We would have covered the other 50.
Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire.
I'm afraid in the meantime I've been playing the tournament just like a cash game. Let's call here. We can get up to some shenanigans. We're having the... Well, we do have the gutter, we have the top pair, and most importantly we have that ace. Of hearts. So when... I don't think it's just an easy get-in. I can see why we would. Yeah, I think higher stack sizes it gets really ugly and a tough spot. 100 BB. Also, I guess in one sense it helps not having the hearts, because he could be doing this with the king and hearts, which would put him in very decent shape, but... Okay, unfortunately I can't call this. There's so many people behind us, the top two. I have a feeling against him we would be good. No, we wouldn't. That dude called with what? Is it 10? Wow. Note to self, like value bet Aragorn on the tournament table. Can be jamming way more than 2 pair sets, I think, yeah. Not really sure how PLO 10 players think though. You know what, the thing is, a certain amount of PLO 10 players do not know how they think themselves. I didn't. I wasn't suited to the jack. That would have made a small difference. I think all in all it should have been a fold down here. With just the gutter, I don't think we will be in there. Although this dude is... I haven't marked as a maniac. His stats in the tournament don't really reflect it. But there's probably a mark stemming from the cash games. And an okay hand here. Ace, Queen, Jack, 5, single suited, in a splash pot. 3 BB extra in there. No, they definitely don't just jam king there, in my experience. Get raised here again, but this time it's a splash pot. You might assume that we're going crazy. That's for the full part, huh? Fair enough. Kind of fortunate. Yeah, a lot of turns would be scary. Yeah, me too, it's the worst being out of position. After having 3-bet. So much guessing. So down here we flop a pair, gutter, straight blockers, 2 backdoors. Here I get raised again by the same dude, and now I have a much better hand to call with than the previous one, all in all. Oh, not the board we're looking for. I have to fold again against him. Can't be helped. Here I'm not gonna bluff. Get called, fair enough. If he re-raises us here, I get really lucky with the turn. If he re-raises us here again, I'm jamming. Yeah, now I'm jamming. Screw you, man. You're not gonna do this to me 32 times in a row. I don't get that much. Yeah, I'm gonna bet again. This SPR, both backdoors, I'm still jamming here. Should we check folding here? No. No. I'm jamming. Get like rejammed right away. This can't be good news. Down here, however, good news. And in return, you have offsuit aces as well. Let's watch what happens here first. Here's crap. Come on, reward us. Yes, yes. Now I know what to give him to wear. Hang on, stuff's happening all over. Here. And here I get to rejam, which is sweet. Table 3 I get raised, and I'm gonna let it go, because I don't really have the capacity to think about it for this moment. It's probably a good fold in any case. And wow, a 3-way all in with offsuit aces, huh? We need a lot of help here. Or just avoid a lot of bad luck. Let's go, let's see what they have. They all have crap. Come on, hold. No, come on, pair the board, pair the board, pair the board, pair the board! Ah, you lucky son of a gun! One rebuy a night is fine. I need to get rid of these points. Phew, we would have had, yeah, 40k chips, which was what he's having. That's exciting. So it's usually why I avoid betting most of my ace hands out of the blinds, just to premiums. That's, you know what, all in all, I think that's a better approach, and I'll get around to that way of thinking, I think. It sounded weird. More for playability. Yeah, the suit doesn't, yeah, it doesn't matter much when it's 5-6 ways, that's, yeah. Tiny difference there. Yeah, position, yeah. Agreed, hamster and chill. Position, position, position. For businesses, it's location, location, location. For poker players, it's position, position, position. Also for hookers. No! This never happened. Oh well. Okay, interesting spot here, even though we have... I mean, we have the wrap and the gutter on top, right? Hey, Patmore! Thanks for checking out the stream, and thank you for following, that's awesome. So now we have a pair. Didn't really change our straight outs at all, right? Hey, this is such a tough card. It's nice that we get another 9, but you know, for all the obvious reasons, not in love with it. And I think he had a small full house, something like that. Didn't quite see it. It was a nice stack off, thanks! Get aces in the tournament and on cash table 2. There's never a not nice stack off. It is PLO. I'm gonna re-raise this guy pot. He's not afraid of calling big bets with all sorts of hands. Wow, perfect. I remember this dude! Oh my, well, no wonder he keeps re-raising. Here's the Omaha B-fish. So first of all, I'm gonna put it all in here. But before we do that, I'm gonna raise here. I get to raise the button on the button yet again against the 3-bet before the flop with aces. Gonna jam it here. No worries. Oh yeah, we're getting beaten down again. It looks like fair enough. Not a big deal. But that means no more tournaments for tonight. That's also cool. That was a wonderful table to keep playing on. I mean, but Ooh. Making them quaddies, huh? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's the bad beat hour on Not Race's channel, huh? Yeah, flattening in position with how aggressive RunItOnce is might be something to think about, actually, yeah. Try to get a back race. Also, if it's single race, they won't put you on aces that easily, or at all. Good point. I mean, stack up from villain. What an idiot. Yeah, of course, when you know, at that level as Nandes, then that's a completely different story. It's the crazy dude again, and that's... Wait. Did I give him a shirt? 9 hands. No, it's a different dude, then I'm definitely folding. Luck was not with us in the tournament, otherwise we would have all the chips. I will tell you, Random Shell. It'll be in my $5.99 ebook coming out in 1.5 years. Because that part of my life is just not over yet. More stories to experience. Okay, now at least the hotkey works on all tables, which is sweet. Yeah, agreed, Tobas. GTO is a nice foundation, and it might be more important in the high stakes, but in the micros, it's also a nice foundation. But it took me some time to learn when to. I'm not saying I know when to, but to learn that I should deviate from it. I'm not saying I know when to, like, in all the finer details, but completely agree. And playing bad aces never aggro when you can't get most of your stack in is, I think, is maybe even the better approach than how I've been playing most of them. What to remember with a... Yeah, that thought hadn't occurred to me. Pot there when the port paired, we had the 9. Hadn't occurred to me. I think he did have a set there actually, but oops, but he might still have folded that. Let me check if he did. Curious. And was with 9 paired? That one. Oh no, he had a straight. He had a straight. Wait, am I in the right? No, that's not the right table, the right hand at least. I don't know, I can't find the hand. Depend on this table. I don't know if he had a set. I thought I saw, like, out of the corner of my eye, that he had like 5s or 6s and had a small set, small full house. Back in a second. Oh, unmuted that mic. I'm becoming professional. More professional by the day. Yeah. Glad I can make you laugh a little after you hit me. in stitches quite a few times last night, random chill.
The sky was burning
What happened here? He raised a call, right? Right.
twisted fire. Lightning moving across the
Oh, Wilbert having the open ender as well.
they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil,
Nice, take it down.
like a fire vortex.
Yeah, exploitive play is all that matters at these stakes. And even some of the hands that should be GTO opens, not just because of the rake, but just with how many pots are gonna be multi-way at the micros. I feel cutting down on some of these opens seems good to me, from what I've figured out for myself so far. We need a puppy here. So funny that you say GTO puppy. Puppy. I just listened to the American Gods audiobooks, and like the main character's nick is Pappy, right? Puppy. Serious question. How well do you think people understand GTO? Well, first of all, I don't think there is GTO in PLO, because it's not solved by any means, and it won't be for a very long time, if not even longer. And so there can't be true GTO, but what is like the current approximation of it? I know I don't understand it. So judging, you know, by a sample size of 1, i.e. me, I would say at least not all of them. Nah, I don't think too many people do. Aces twice. I should have mentioned. APS 2. Got it done pre-flop on table 3. And we got another chance here. Took it down twice pre-flop. The move's so nice it works out twice. Just raise and take it. Wait, was that an autopilot? Possibly. That was big blind under the gun. Nah, that's fine. Jesus, what kind of nitty tables are these? Jesus, that is nitty toys. What the deuce? Well, you know, I guess you have a bunch of Eastern European rakeback grinders. Or just general grinders. I could be wrong, I'm not. But I think a lot of those moved over to party, right? Since they have rakeback. That's almost virgin. You know the ambient chill out type of music on the Pretzel music app that I had running until yesterday was mostly at least okay. Some of it very alright. I'm digging this trance selection on, what's it? Monster Cat, I think it's what it's called. Slightly worried about the amount of music that they are having on their site. That is not usable by streamers, but... Are they 6-handed tables? I mean, yeah, it's a stat for yourself. So when I'm like, depending on the table, that's probably not horrible. It is still on the tighter end, but if that's a stat for the table, then oof. That doesn't sound like a fun table to be on. Okay, nothing cooking here. Let's see if there's anything to be done here. No, what's we're talking about tight tables. I think that's going around currently. I took it down with like hands 3 times in the last 3-4 minutes, and got another walk there. Might be a more widespread issue than we thought. Yeah, just taking turns trading blinds. Maybe some people are sitting out there, half of them. Probably have needy cats just like myself. Ooh. Alright, see if we can get some action here. Yeah, that crazy dude with the weird hair is raising, and this is definitely worthy of a call. And what do you know? What do you know? You have a flop, ladies and gentlemen. That's gotta be a big pot though. Better than the bigger end, actually. If he calls, then we'll have to call a little bit more than just half. But he does not. Voice choice. Voice choice.
The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
Really, another one joining the party pros, huh? There's been a bunch of news like that in the last couple of days, 1-2 weeks. You think there's bots in party? I know that's the main reason why I would never consider playing on iPoker. From all I keep hearing, it's not a fun situation at all. Those people might be completely wrong, but I was looking for new sites like half a year ago. I figured, you know, maybe iPoker. But nope. Nope. At least not for me. Didn't seem to be the site for me. Hang on, be back in a second. Right. It's raised with a very tight dude. Let's just call. On table 2, we're gonna raise it up. And what do you know? What do you know? Complete rainbow board. Not blocking a possible straight, but let's just call. Please. I was gonna say no jack, no 10, no queen. Like all the other cards in the deck. Ah, man. He checks and that's awesome. There's only one straight possible here. Here I'm gonna bet, having nothing. Right here, I'm gonna raise actually the button raise. I think that is okay. Let you know what happens to the set of kings. He folds. Yeah, yeah. Okay, when you're in position against the bots, then maybe. Take it down on the, well, you saw, on the 4 flush board. Just holding the queen of diamonds there. Gonna check here, flopping top 2. Goose that part! That was pinching, preferably, like pinching the backside, preferably without getting noticed, right? Without being seen. I know about mooning, like when it comes to backside related idioms or words rather. I'm gonna bet now just because I'm hoping to confuse him. I don't know why. I have top 2. I want to. Sounds good. He didn't like that, which I liked. I was gonna do some. Right. Check to see how the session's gone. Shouldn't be great, shouldn't be terrible. Up like 1 bind for the session and down 1 bind for the day. Not a big deal. I think this is a fine raise on another one of the button. As I said, this is like the way to go because you're just gonna flop the nuts. And why shouldn't you raise when you know you're gonna flop the nuts, right? Sure, let's bet it like smallish. Right, do some Eden. Shall see you in a while. We shall be here. The being here shall continue. Actually, I think a bigger bet size, a little bit bigger. This looks very much like a please call me bet. I don't know, maybe he turned 4s. Oh, he has a 9. Having a flush would be sweet too. Gonna wait a moment before I part. They're sitting always with big stacks. Well, I guess their owners must have done a good job setting them up. I'm not forgetting about the min betting. Sunday is gonna be all about the min betting. If we find a fun spot, first of all, you're right to remind me, because I might have otherwise forgotten to do it today. But Sunday is gonna be the min betting day. Sunday is gonna be a fun stream. I'm gonna have like a beer or 2. We're just gonna get up to shenanigans and probably lose a little. But maybe we can qualify for one of the nice cash prizes of the Fun Play Sunday, whatever it's called, promotion type of thing. Alright, here on table 4, I'm just gonna call this time. That's a nice board for it. Really, you got that to work, huh? Hey, you gotta balance that range, I mean. Otherwise they're gonna be onto you. Onto ya! Oh, of course, the flush. Which we do hold as well, so not a huge disaster. And I'm gonna call if he bets. Even on the paired board, even with the medium strength flush. Well, actually, it's not that medium. It's like the 3rd nut. Yeah, you use that time bank, my friend. You use it. I won't. If you have it, you have it. You do not. Um, let's get lucky here. I think I usually, like always, pretty much always fold this, especially with two peeps acting behind me. But I wanted to. Well. Oh man, those poor guys. I could still be behind or lose it. But those poor peeps. Yeah, you want to bet it. If you have the aces, come on, come on. Here I'm calling on purpose, closing the action. That's not horrible at all. And here I'm gonna bet I'm not checking this. This is the board we got on table 2, 889. I could have bet smaller here, holding one straight blocker. And here I was gonna now bet small as a blocker. No, I'm not, because who knows? He could have kings. Take it down here. Nice. Woo! That middle set, huh? Having a blocker to the Broadway. Backdoor diamonds. Also blocker to other straight draw as well. With the 5. Good stuff. Good for him for folding. Good for you. Ooh, the same table. If it's not queens, it is aces with the queen and the king in there. Not a horrible hand indeed. Here I'm gonna c-bet once and then give up. Because all in all, this is a little bit more my board than his still. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? We get to put a lot, like, not all, but a lot of it in. Actually, with the board pairing here, I'm gonna bet again on the bigger end and then give up. Just wait a second. See what Joshua does over here. Joshua folded. Now we're gonna put it in. Nothing to it. And I took it down on the ace-jack-jack board. Yeah. Ooh, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, come on! Come on! Rusty, huh? Oh. You shall see what that does to me. Oh well. Getting lucky left and right often enough. I can hardly begrudge him the same pleasure. You didn't exploit so hard. You gotta balance that stuff, man. They're watching ya. They're watching ya always. Every move you make. Like Sting in that regard. Rusty, huh? He didn't have a horrible hand pre-flop. Did you get the ace jack 10 deuce double suited, I believe? Wasn't a small blind alright? Rusty. No, he wasn't. Wasn't a button, I think? Yeah, double suited exactly that hand. Ace 10, jack deuce. The button versus the under the gun. I don't think I would re-raise that. In his shoes, but fair enough. Ooh, calling here seems okay. Raising is a little bit frisky, single suited. I feel. Down here, what extras in there? A little bit, yeah. Sorry. closing the action. Let's. We have a pair, we have a backdoor flush. Let's see what comes of it. Here. Let's just check. Nice. Also here we have the bottom set on a very draw heavy board. Very straightening board. So we call here once. Here we're gonna fold. Here we're gonna check again. He bets, and I find it curious, because I have all the better kickers in my hand. I don't think he shouldn't have the set, like I said, he shouldn't have a full house. Unless he has jack, 6 with a jack or something like that. Here, let's see, here I'm gonna have to give this one up, which is unfortunate. That's the way to go. Here I'm gonna c-bet. This 5 is so-so. A whole bunch of 6s have a 5 in their hand as well. On table 1 I make the second nuts with the king-king hand. He calls, and that means we are good, right? Yeah. Check out what he had in a second. He had kings. I don't quite get that. But then again, I don't need to. He's gonna get a green shirt for that. Damn it, Rusty! Wasn't it the name of the Griswolds movies? Of the one of the son from Chevy Chase? Wasn't he called Rusty? I think he did. He was. Get Macaulay on the button with Queen Queen 8 Jack. Single suited, triple suited to the Queen. Excuse me. So he's just started playing. Hand 1, stack down. Maybe I should take a break for today. You know what, if you feel that in any non-joking capacity, then yeah. Plenty of games around every day. There's some days where I'll play a few hands, and even if I don't lose, I just immediately realize, nope, today is not the day I'm playing. Not feeling it. This I'm calling once. So I think on this board the straights want to lead out, right? You're not getting a check raise in here all that often. Let's see if I'm right. A set makes sense. Set makes a whole lot of sense, yeah. Fair enough. So betting the nudge hands for the small blind triggers people some part of the flop or the raise or pre-raise or go nuts. We will see that in action plenty of times on Sunday. I hope. Ooh, them aces again. In the form of ace, ace, queen, deuce, suited to the ace. Folding here. Yeah, under the gun. Or not under the gun, into small blind. Completely out of position was what I meant. I'm gonna keep betting all the way here on this board with the ace of clubs. Actually, no, I won't. Ah, now the board pairs, huh? And if I check it, I lose it. And now I can't, I just thought maybe I'll go for the check raise, but now that's not an option. So I just bet. And fortunately he likes it too, huh? 10 high straight. Flush. Good for you, my friend. I'm not gonna be able to tell him stories. That's good to know. We'll tell him a different one next time. Yeah, that was his name, wasn't it? They're pretty good movies. The Christmas one is awesome. Ooh, Ace King 5, single suited 2 the ace on table 2. Coming up. Gonna bet here once. The board pairing is gonna be the same as the previous spot. I'm gonna keep betting then. Otherwise I would have given up. Now he'll have a much harder time calling if he doesn't have the king, and we do take it down. 2 for 2 in these spots. Nice. Having the kings here, he's on the button. I do have that 5. Betting half isn't horrible. Checking is definitely an option. Getting the aces again. So APS is 2 for this song, I believe. I mean, without the 5, I would have already folded. The 5 is a tiny blocker. It's not a really important one. I do see that. Tight aggressive, huh? You probably... I'm in position. I don't think he needs to raise a set here already. Just wait for the turn. I wouldn't have that many straights on this board as the under the gun, as the big blind. So I'm gonna go for it. Hoping he has 7-9 type of hand. That's exactly the hand he's having. Shazam! Shazam! It's not even a 7-9, he had a low rep between the deuce and the 6? I don't know, doesn't matter. He lost! Shazam! Whew. So would min-bet on these boards when there's a decent chance, when they should be weak, but they're gonna give up, and then they see a min-bet this pass race into the nuts. I noticed that Tobe is moving up through the levels in short stacking. That, I mean, and generally speaking, like the lowest stakes were mostly very nice tables. But the really crazy dudes, like he had some crazy dudes to the lower ones, but the higher I got in stakes, the fewer maniacs, but the more maniac the maniacs, the more crazy the maniacs got, was my impression. Gonna raise here, I think. If I get raised, I'll just pitch it. I think it's kind of alright. Hey, Pat Morris, in case you're still on the channel, thank you very much for following me on Twitter as well. That's pretty cool. I raise, so I'm gonna continue here, continue my story. I block nothing. I don't have any backdoors, so I don't lose any equity. If he raises and I have to fold. Again, same story. That is the same story. If he has to... this will keep me betting, that king.
The sky was burning.
This is an interesting one, since I do have that queen. myself. Well, I'm not holding the nuts. I think it's close. Here he's in the tank. Let's wait for his decision. He folds. 3 for 3 in these spots. Wow! The ace doesn't really change anything. It's the same straight that would beat me. Yeah. Let's... I don't think I will get raised here, right? The rainbow boards at the straight, he would have raised it on the flop right away. We get it down. We take it down. Get it done, I mean. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wait, why am I down? Ah, the 150. Rusty. Rusty is the reason why there's 150 BB missing. Damn, Rusty. At least he's holding on to the money for now. Maybe we can take it back. Just a button, no hearts. I'm checking here. I think that's good. Checking once more. In a moment. I'll just keep checking. Might take it down every once in a while. That's a hand you don't often see at showdown. The ace, queen, queen, queen. Take a shot. Yeah, I mean, taking a shot is all fine and interesting, but then if it's a shot taking, it needs to be the right table, for sure. Yeah. That's the way to go. It's what I do too. Or what I used to do on MPN. See what names pop up. And if, I don't know if Ignition has a search function, but on MPN there was a certain type, there were a few maniacs of the same type. As in they played for like half an hour, then they got more and more tilted. You could see by their hand ranges getting even wider after they lost a bunch of times. And then they left for a couple of hours, and then they came back. Like every 2-3 hours there was a bunch of guys that employed that MO. Yeah, or that. You're the one who gets stacked twice and then he gives your money away and then leaves. Yeah, that's also fun. With the 10 I'm gonna start by betting small here and hope for a turn that we can tell a story on, basically. Sounds good to me. Checking sounds good. I'm gonna call here once. It's an okay card to bluff on. Of course, I'm not blocking like pretty much anything. That was the turn spot, was just a nice spot to bluff, I feel. Let's see if he was bluffing, with a hand that now hit, which is not unlikely at all. This is so satisfying. I was never much of a bluffer before. I couldn't. You try bluffing in limit hold'em or in short stack PLO. There's some spots here and there, but this is so much fun. By the way, I probably should add, or should ask you guys, like, to tell me to tone it down when I start going overboard with the bluffing. Like maybe I start to take more of a liking to it than I should. So then if that's the case, then if that happens, please let me know. Hang on, so stuff's happening. It's the green shirt. Okay, let's, and here definitely let's, yeah, even though he bets for pot.